Hi everyone, welcome back here to Coco Lencho Raw. So yeah, I'm sorry once again. It's been a while on this channel here on the Raw. I just absolutely have no idea what to say or when I'm gonna do it, or no schedule whatsoever. So, as I'm sitting out here waiting for some friends to show up soon, we're going to actually have our very first barbecue with friends at the house. I have been experimenting with my Traeger smoker here for about a month now. I'm still learning, and I'm working on a couple of those videos too. But yeah, still learning. So I just kind of wanted to get a little bit better at it. But so now I feel a little bit more confident, and invited some friends over. And right now I have some baby back ribs in there smoking away. Probably have another 4 or 5 hours to go. But I guess while we're standing here in the carport slash my outside kitchen, go ahead and show you kind of what's been going on here. So yeah, I've set up my little cooking area here, but actually here in a minute I'm going to show you these granite tables that we have. I'm going to put one on each end, so one here and one over there. We have the outside refrigerator that actually came with the house with this Akiya, part of the, for those of you that are familiar with Akiyas here in Japan, many times they come with the furniture and everything as well. So this actually came with it, cleaned it out really well, and it's perfect for having beverages and some meat for my barbecues. And let's see what else we got going on here. Slowly we're air drying these chunks of wood, I guess, that Kayak-san, our carpenter, gave to us. They're cedar, but he said that you have to have them outside and to kind of air dry them, and eventually want to bring them in the house and kind of one by the fireplace, so you can kind of sit there kind of as a stool while you're preparing the fire. Every once in a while I just kind of spin them around and rotate them. And I have been preparing the Casita, the guest house here for our friends, because they're going to spend the night. My daughter has spent the night here before, and this is the first time that we have guests staying. I should say friends other than family. I showed it before, but let me go ahead and show you a couple of difference that we got going on here. So we got a little carpet because we realized that as you bring in and out, the sliding part right there could scratch the floor. So we bought this little carpet for it. We still need to buy furniture so that we can kind of like put away the cushions and stuff like that when people come. And so yeah, still a couple more things that we need to work on. Put up a little hanger there for your hats and coats and stuff like that. This air conditioner has actually been on dehumidifier the entire time, and it's actually pretty cold in here. Well, I've been sweating, so I guess that's part of it too. But still, yeah, it's serves its perfect. It serves its purpose perfectly well. Let's see, around the house, everything is, I'll go ahead and take a peek in there. I think we did that before, but little by little we are kind of fine-tuning, arranging things around the house. But really love the way the flow, the practicality of many of the things. And even though, when you take on the renovation of a second home, I mean, you have to work with what you got, right? So, but still, I really like the flow of the kitchen, the bathroom, the laundry room, the bedroom, the time, everything. Quite frankly, it's really practical. I really like the way it turned out. We've been working on the Japanese garden little by little. The other day I was pulling some weeds and kind of cleaning out here, and I discovered this it's actually quite deep. If I remove this rock here, it's probably about 3 feet deep, and I think it's some sort of drainage or overflow for when this had when it had water in it once upon a time. I still haven't Still haven't decided how I'm gonna do this, but so right now is actually September 2nd, and it's starting to cool off, and the weeds are starting to slow down. So now that the weeds and everything are kind of giving me a break, actually the backyard over there, they're growing like crazy. So this weekend I'm gonna go out there and cut some more, but this right here is kind of slowing down. That's kind of slowing down, so it's easier for me to keep up. So maybe here in the next couple of weeks I kind of start working little by little here in the Japanese garden. Tonight with our friends, we're planning on having a little fire pit in my future fire pit area. Right now it's just kind of experimental, but we're gonna go ahead and sit up there and burn a fire tonight. And actually we have some really healthy looking fruit growing, in particular figs. And actually, so last year this time we were already owners, but we were not living here. But we did not have, I think there was only like 2 or 3 figs on the tree, and now it's just loaded. And then I've been picking, and let me see if I can make it down there real quick. I've been picking them and taking them to work and trying to make some jam here soon. But you see, here's this one fig tree here, and it's full. There's another fig tree behind this cherry tree, and full again. And over there we have persimmons, more persimmons, and kiwi. I've been cutting away all these shoots that keep coming up, but they just keep coming. So I need to go down here and cut some more. But the kiwi is just loaded with kiwi. Hopefully they turn out okay. Really looking forward to that. I would be really excited if I get some good kiwi. Right now they're all still very hard. So, and it's just full. So hopefully they do ripen up nicely. And again, the persimmons, there's different types from my understanding, a sweet type and a bitter type. And I think the bitter type, you're supposed to kind of air dry them and hang them. So if anyone knows anything about that, please let me know. Yeah, this is a different tree. So these are a little bit different. See, this is a different size. And yeah, some of the figs are falling already, but that's okay. I mean, there's plenty. Yesterday I picked like a bucket full, and we still have a whole bunch of figs here. Yeah, there's some nice big ones up over there. Yeah, so things are coming along here. So thanks for tuning in. Again, this is just a raw channel. Literally, absolutely no editing. Most likely, unless I let out a cuss word and I need to delete it, even though I'm not that bad. But if you want to see a little bit more cleaner, hopefully a better video, you can head on over to Coco Lencho Japan. This is just because it's actually kind of fun just to kind of ramble around and kind of show everyone, like I said, bird's eye view, I guess. Yeah, so we've been living in the house for about a month and a half, and we received our first electric bill for the full month, and right smack in the middle of the heat of summer, because God, it has been hot. It's been hot all the way around the world, but it has been hot, and air conditioners running upstairs all the time, in the Casita all the time, even though we don't have people in there, just to kind of keep the humidity out. And downstairs on and off, depends if we're in there. And the bill was about, I think it's about $250, the electric bill, which actually is not bad, because in the other place, the rental was, it could reach up to like $500. Let me just go ahead and peek in the house real quick. Kind of show you around from the outside. So yeah, I'm preparing over there for the ribs and the chicken wings, but this is kind of what it's looking like right now. Excuse the mess, but I mean, now we're living in here, so. But yeah, really, I'm really happy that we took on this this project. So folks, if hopefully this serves as hopefully encouragement, but those of you that are not quite sure, if you really want to make countryside living in Japan your life, then I mean, hopefully, you know, well, hopefully it convinces you, but also, you know, maybe enlightens you and say, well, this is not really for me. And either way, that's okay. You need to do your research, and that's kind of the whole point of what I'm trying to do right here, is kind of help you make that decision. We are really happy, at least I am. My wife hasn't complained. I guess the one complaint, but then again, we knew what we're getting into is, you know, you got to keep up the weeds. I mean, if you want to keep the place looking good, but however, this is 1,000 times better than last year. But yeah, these weeds right here, this grass just keeps growing. But again, if you've seen other videos, last year this was full of kuzu, those vines everywhere. My neighbor was out here earlier doing some work in their garden and their rice field. But yeah, it looks like they need to do some weeding too, so it's not just me. But yeah, really pretty. The other day I took some pictures, the sunset. God, it was so gorgeous. Orange, and took some really nice pictures, and absolutely no editing. Yeah, right now it's like I said, it's September 2nd, and hot, but it's finally cooling down a little bit. Yeah, my neighbor was over here weeding between his rice field. Looks like he has some weeds to get to inside the rice field. And here in about, I don't know, 6 weeks or so, I'm not quite sure, they're gonna start probably harvesting the rice. It's looking really nice. A whole bunch of these flying, what do you call those things? I call them helicopters, but give me a second, it'll come to me here in a minute. Bumblebees? No. Anyways, they're flying everywhere. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen this many before. Yeah, so then let's see. Yeah, so I need to get out here with my weed whacker, get rid of all these. Looks like we got some more persimmons going on here. They're all turning nice and orange. They're starting to ripen. I'm not sure if this is the bitter type or is a sweet type, but I'll find out soon. And I've been eating those figs like crazy. And now we need to kind of learn how to preserve them, make some jam, freeze some for shakes. Be like for lunch, I like to just take a shake, protein shake, and throw some fruit in there. Yeah, but folks, this is what it's like being in rural Japan, where you can buy some property very reasonable, very cheap. I probably mentioned this on every single video, but just so that if this is your first time, pretty much what we just kind of walked around, and actually the backside over there, all that we paid, well, 5 million yen, which at the time, and right now is about the same, $36,000. The renovation, that's a different topic. Eventually I'll get to a video. I just don't want to throw out a number right now because there are so many things going on. But a lot of people have been inquiring. But just to give you a rough idea, so I'll go ahead but please don't take this to heart. There's yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that real quick. So, again, this is raw, so it doesn't matter. Um, a year ago, yeah, almost a year to the date, almost. After we bought the house, well, actually, before we bought the house, I should say, uh, we uh, we brought Kayak-san, our carpenter, out, and we walked him through the entire house, and we told him our plans. And I'm just gonna go ahead and stand here while I'm talking about this real quick. So we were telling him our plans. We were telling him that we wanted to make it an open concept, insulation, tear down some walls upstairs. Upstairs is my wife's crafts room. So that entire this right here is one big room, and she has a her sewing machine over here in the corner, and a really nice big craft table that Kayak-san made, our carpenter. We added a second bath, or I should say a half bath. Let's see. So we also told him that we wanted a fireplace. So you see this fireplace right here, and new electricity, and so on and so on. But we left out a couple things on our discussion, like such as the loft and the casita, the renovation of the casita, and several other things. I can't remember what we just. Oh, the double pane windows. And so we were standing right here actually, and then so he asked us if we had a budget, and I was kind of reluctant to give him my number because I didn't want to get into like kind of a I guess in kind of a little bidding war, whatever. But I kind of had in mind $100,000, but knowing that I would go higher than that. But I said, okay, this is kind of like my low number in a way. So I said, on around $100,000, can we do everything we just discussed for that? And he said, yeah, we can do that. Well, as we went, we realized, okay, well, maybe we should go ahead and do the double pane windows. And then we said, well, maybe we should go ahead and pour a concrete slab under the original, because if you know anything about the older Japanese houses, like kind of if you look like under that rock over there, it's just straight dirt, kind of like this. And then on top of that is where the joists and stuff are at, and then the tatami or wood floor, whatever the case may be. So it stays very damp, and attracts termites and all that stuff. So he recommended that we pour a concrete slab, and we said, you know what, let's go ahead and do it. By then we started adding more and more stuff. So if we're gonna do it, let's do it right. That was kind of my concept, right? And again, so then it dawned on me, was like, well, gosh, we need to, if we're gonna do insulation and everything throughout the entire house like we're doing, well, I mean, you kind of halfway if you don't put double pane windows. So we put double pane windows on. And gosh, what else did we? Oh yeah, I think we added the loft and so on. So when he gave us the estimate, the original estimate, right? He actually gave us the original estimate, and he was on around the $100,000. But he was calculating. I wouldn't say kind of the basic model toilet, shower, kitchen unit, and so on, which is a reasonable price. But I don't want to sound snobby, so please don't take it the wrong way. But my wife and I, we wanted something a little bit nicer. And if you know anything about Japanese toilets, they are an experience, put it that way. Yeah, I mean they're heated and splash here and splash there, and they will automatically close, automatically open, and self-clean and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, so the point is, a toilet in Japan is they are expensive. And then the kitchen unit, we saw some like at NAFCO and then the different other stores, and basic units, which is nothing wrong with them. But yeah, at this stage in our lives, we're mid 50s, and we are, approaching retirement and kind of trying to build our forever home. So we did have a custom made kitchen with an island and everything. But again, it's because we spend most of the time in the kitchen, so we really wanted something that you enjoy using and cooking in every day. So that was a huge expense, put it that way. So with all that said, I'm sorry about the rambling. Is that let's go ahead and say that it doubled. So now we're talking, everything all in, now we're talking 250-ish or so US dollars. Yeah, this sounds like a big number. However, for me, and actually it's funny because I was talking to my brother about it, and he was asking me these questions, how much was it and how much I put into it and so on, and we're doing it over what do you call it, video, so I can see on his face he's calculating all this. And so what I had to explain to him, and what I'm trying to convey now, is that if you are going to take on an Akiya here in rural Japan, please don't think of it. This is just my unofficial observation, so take that for whatever it's worth. Is that it's not a financial investment; it's a investment in your quality of life. Okay, so that's the way I saw it. Right, I knew that whatever money we put into it, we're not going to get it back. We're not going to get any in it. I mean, we'll probably get some if we ever sold the house. But this is not a place where someone is going to pay big bucks to rent. This is probably not a place that someone's going to pay big bucks to buy. Most likely not. Who knows? But that's not the expectation. The expectation is that we are creating a home that we want to live in, that we enjoy. That I can come out here and as you can see, I'm enjoying the outdoors and cooking some ribs and spend some time with family and friends in the place that eventually, when I get my Japanese garden going, I can kind of enjoy being out there, and I can enjoy with a fire pit, and I can enjoy having company over and they can stay in their own place, all of that. So here we have a little what I'm calling my man cave. I'm gonna go ahead and peek in there. And this is a place that I'm going to turn into my little shop. We added electricity and outlets in there, so I'm gonna turn it into a little working shop. Down there's where the 2-car garage is at and so on. And there's gonna be another shop. So that's the point, is that this is what I want to enjoy. This is how I chose to invest or spend my money, because again, I don't think it's really a financial investment. It's a quality of life investment. So I'll go ahead and just end it with that. So again, for whatever it's worth, hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps you in your decision making. And if you have any questions, please send me a comment or comment below. Share, like, thumbs up, all of that. And if you want to see a little bit more, less rambling and more hopefully better quality video, head on over to Coco Lencho Japan. I'm there a little bit more updated. Right here, I was literally just outside thinking, maybe I should do another video. So this is exactly how this turned out. So folks, thanks again. Thanks for listening, and have a great day, and hopefully this helped. Thanks. Bye.